Phase 3. Business Administration. Absenteeism.
Ausentismo, absentismo.
The absence from work of an employee during normal working hours.
Ejemplo,
A high absenteeism rate is a sign of organizational ill health at work. Administrator,
administrador,
manager, director, one who is in charge of managing.
ejemplo,
Administrators must be quite competent people. Advertising,
publicidad,
bringing a product or service to the attention of potential and current customers.
ejemplo,
Advertising is playing an important role in business management. Bargaining,
negociación,
a thing bought or offered for sale at a more convenient price than normal.
ejemplo,
Bargaining has been used by many companies for making good negotiations. Board of Directors
junta directiva,
is a body of elected or appointed members who jointly oversee the activities of a company or organization.
ejemplo,
The board of directors decided new strategies to increase sales. Business cycle,
ciclo de comercio,
general macroeconomic conditions affecting businesses, inflation, etc.
ejemplo,
A new business cycle will be starting next year. Competitive advantage,
ventaja competitiva,
anything that gives an organization an edge over the competition in its market.
ejemplo,
Canada is planning to create better competitive advantages for Canadian businesses. Conglomerate,
conglomerado,
a business organization usually comprising a group of companies with diverse and other unrelated financial interests, but sometimes trading under the one name.
ejemplo,
A Slovenian conglomerate is going to sign an agreement with Germany. Core time,
tiempo laboral,
those periods during which all employees must be present at the workplace.
ejemplo,
During core time, workers on flex time ought to be present at work. Corporate image,
imagen corporativa,
impression a corporation makes on its clients, employees, and the general public through the use of images.
ejemplo,
Brazil's main bank will launch its new corporate image soon. Day release,
día libre,
an arrangement whereby an employee is given time off work.
ejemplo,
It was necessary for Mr. Johnson to have a day release after working a lot during the week. Delegation,
delegación,
the act of passing authority and responsibility for a task onto others in the organization.
ejemplo,
Companies have used delegation for encouraging employees to make their own decisions. Direct marketing,
mercado directo,
the business of selling products or services directly to the customer.
ejemplo,
Some companies were training people in direct marketing in order to increase their sales. Diversification,
diversificación, expansión,
the extension of an organization's activities or products beyond its existing range into new areas.
ejemplo,
Diversification may increase the number of employees and their unions. Electronic office,
oficina electrónica,
an ideal office which has taken maximum advantage of computerization and the latest technological developments.
ejemplo,
Although everybody's trying to implement electronic offices, they don't have enough revenue. Employee profile,
perfil del empleado,
a descriptive list of the background, experience, and ability considered necessary for the performance of the job.
ejemplo,
Employers should pay special attention to the employee profile when hiring someone. Entrepreneur,
empresario,
a person who sets up a business or businesses taking financial risks in the hope of profit.
ejemplo,
textile entrepreneurs were urged to take advantage of opportunities in technical textiles. Flexible time.
Tiempo flexible.
Those periods during which an employee may choose whether to be at work or not.
Ejemplo.
Flexible time could be implemented in more companies during the coming years. Field research.
Investigación de campo.
The collection of data about products or advertising from actual or potential customers.
Ejemplo.
A company in Estonia ended 6 years of field research in 2007. Full-time employment.
Empleo de tiempo completo.
A paying job that involves 35 or more, usually 40, hours of work during a week.
Ejemplo.
Many people are looking for full-time employment for increasing their incomes. General manager.
Gerente general.
Main or executive manager of a company. Managing director.
Ejemplo.
A general manager should keep productivity in the company and be a good leader. Goal setting.
Fijación o establecimiento de metas.
A term used in the theory of motivation which demonstrates that if people agree to accept specific goals for themselves, which are demanding but attainable, results will be better.
Ejemplo.
The new company manager knows how to apply goal setting quite well. Golden handcuffs.
Beneficios financieros generosos y atractivos.
A financial incentive for an employee to stay, which is so favorable that he or she would find it difficult to leave the organization.
Ejemplo.
The employees of the company were going to receive golden handcuffs last year. Group structure.
Estructura de grupo.
The way in which a group is designed and organized.
Ejemplo.
It was necessary to define the group structure before starting out in business. Hierarchy.
Jerarquía. Organización.
Any organizational structure containing different levels of authority and often responsibility.
Ejemplo.
Coca-Cola will reshuffle the administrative hierarchy next month. Horizontal communication.
Comunicación horizontal.
Communication between people at the same level of the hierarchy in an organization.
Ejemplo.
Horizontal communication normally allows people to cooperate or collaborate in the company. Induction.
Inducción.
The process of introducing new members into an organization.
Ejemplo.
The new employees have already received the induction. Industrial relations.
Relaciones industriales o de negocios.
Relations between workers and employers.
Ejemplo.
The Department of Industrial Relations must improve work conditions for employees. Innovation.
Innovación.
The development of something new.
Ejemplo.
Innovation is most often applied to the introduction of new goods and services to the market. Job description.
Descripción del empleo.
An explanation a job consists of, describing its duties and responsibilities and the position of the job within the organization.
Ejemplo.
The job applicant hasn't understood the job description yet. Joint consultation.
Consulta conjunta.
A procedure where both employees and employers in an organization or their representatives have a discussion about concerns such as discipline, training, or the welfare function.
Ejemplo.
A joint consultation workshop was held in Michigan last week. Knowledge of results.
Conocimiento de resultados.
The process of giving people feedback on their performance of a task.
Ejemplo.
It is necessary to use the knowledge of results in order to encourage people to be better off. Leadership style.
Estilo de liderazgo.
The adoption of an authoritarian management or a democratic management style by an individual in an organization.
Ejemplo.
Adopting a leadership style is important for knowing what persons are assets to the enterprise. Light industry.
Industria liviana o ligera.
Industries which tend to be smaller in scale and require less physical labor than heavy industry.
Ejemplo,
China will soon announce new measures, including tax cuts, to help light industry. Management audit,
evaluación de la gestión administrativa.
a detailed inspection of management procedures and the overall performance of an organization.
Ejemplo,
A management audit will be carried out in the company on Monday. Manpower analysis,
análisis de mano de obra.
an analysis of the employees in an organization in order to identify patterns and trends in their employment.
Ejemplo,
Some companies in New York are going to use the manpower analysis soon. Mass production,
producción en masa.
the production of identical items on a very large scale.
Ejemplo,
Mr. Thompson's factory would implement mass production for improving sales. New product development,
desarrollo de nuevos productos.
the complete process of bringing a new product or service to market.
Ejemplo,
Cosmetic companies were defining a new product development project to compete internationally. Niche marketing,
nichos de mercadeo.
the systematic search for a market position, usually by a small specialist organization.
Ejemplo,
Researching and developing niche marketing is a good way for making money on the internet. Occupational psychology,
psicología ocupacional.
the study of people's behavior at work.
Ejemplo,
Occupational psychology helps an organization to define a behavioral profile of the worker. Overtrade,
sobre comercialización.
when a company expands its business too quickly and does not have enough capital to pay expenses such as debts, wages, etc.
Ejemplo,
Overtraded companies eventually face liquidity problems and or run out of working capital. Panacea,
panacea.
a universal remedy for all problems in an organization.
Ejemplo,
A study says green industry jobs will not be an economic panacea for the United States. Parent company,
empresa matriz, sociedad controladora.
company which controls one or more secondary companies.
Ejemplo,
The definition of a parent company differs from each jurisdiction by the laws dealing with companies. Personnel management,
gestión de personal.
administrative discipline of hiring and developing employees so that they become more valuable to the organization.
Ejemplo,
Personnel management emphasizes on the morale of employees for them to achieve a good job. Perks,
beneficios.
the benefits that come as a result of employment in addition to regular remuneration.
Ejemplo,
Perks are privileges that are expected by senior employees. Quorum,
quórum.
minimum number of persons required to be present in order to conduct business legally.
Ejemplo,
For a company, the quorum for a meeting is broken down in the Articles of Association. Subcontract,
subcontratar.
to hire someone to carry out some of the work that you have been contracted to do.
Ejemplo,
The technician is going to subcontract some assistance to help him finish the task faster. Stakeholder,
interesados, parte interesada.
anyone with a specific interest in a company.
Ejemplo,
Stakeholders are not only the ones who paid in, but also the ones to whom it may be paid out. Take over and takeover,
absorber, absorción.
taking control over another business.
Ejemplo,
A takeover attempt may be welcomed by the target company. Tie-in,
asociar, asociación.
a collaboration between two or more organizations working as partners in a promotional effort.
Ejemplo,
Tie-ins are used to generate additional income from a property and promote its visibility. Trustee,
fideicomisario.
an individual or organization who is legally responsible for managing the financial affairs of another person or company.
Ejemplo,
The trustee may find himself liable to claimants, prospective beneficiaries, or third parties. Undercapitalization,
Insuficiencia de capital.
insufficient capital in a business.
Ejemplo,
Undercapitalization refers to a business that cannot afford expenses, which can cause bankruptcy. Undermanning,
falta de personal.
when there are fewer people employed by an organization than are necessary for the efficient performance of its work.
Ejemplo,
The undermanning theory has been identified as a useful tool for organizational psychologists. Upgrading,
subir la calificación.
increasing to a higher grade or standard.
Ejemplo,
Upgrading can increase investors' confidence and push up the price of the security. Viral marketing,
mercadeo viral.
the internet version of word of mouth marketing. Email messages that customers pass on to friends.
Ejemplo,
Viral marketing uses social networks to increase brand awareness in customers. Voluntary bankruptcy,
bancarrota voluntaria.
when debtors voluntarily file for bankruptcy because they cannot pay their creditors.
Ejemplo,
Filing for voluntary bankruptcy is a last resort to stop enforcement of your debts. Voluntary liquidation,
liquidación voluntaria.
when the owners or directors of a solvent company decide to cease business, sell the company's assets, and pay all the creditors.
Ejemplo,
It was necessary for the company to proceed with a voluntary liquidation due to solvency issues. Wage differentials,
diferenciales de salario.
the differences in levels of pay between different categories of workers.
Ejemplo,
Many studies have been done on the relation between wage differentials and economic growth. Wear and tear,
deterioro.
the gradual deterioration of an asset which results naturally from use and/or age.
Ejemplo,
Wear and tear is one of the causes for depreciation. Windfall profit,
ganancia inesperada.
any type of income that is unexpected.
Ejemplo,
Some believe that taxing windfall profits at a higher rate should not hurt the company. Withdrawal,
retiro.
assets taken out of a business for the owner's personal use.
Ejemplo,
The manager will consider a withdrawal to avoid the foreclosure of his condo in Miami Beach. Word of mouth marketing,
mercadeo boca a boca.
a form of marketing for goods or services based on personal recommendation.
Ejemplo,
Word of mouth marketing empowers people to share their experiences with a product. Workout,
acuerdo financiero.
informal arrangement between a borrower and creditors.
Ejemplo,
If a borrower's financial problems are lasting, a workout meeting is one of the several solutions. Fiscal year,
año fiscal.
a period used for calculating annual, yearly, financial statements in businesses and other organizations.
Ejemplo,
Fiscal years may vary between businesses and countries. Commodities,
materias primas.
agricultural products and natural resources, wood, oil, and metals that are traded on a separate authorized commodities exchange.
Ejemplo,
The global economic crisis not only hit stock markets, but also commodities. Zero tick,
valor sin cambios.
a transaction of a security in which the price is the same as the previous transaction.
Ejemplo,
Uptick, downtick, and zero tick are confusing because they are used in similar contexts. Z-score,
puntuación de sobrevivencia.
a single statistic that measures the susceptibility of a business to failure.
Ejemplo,
The Z-score uses corporate income and balance sheet values to measure financial health. Zero defects,
cero defectos.
a component of total quality management for changing workers' attitudes to quality by promoting goals based on error-free performance.
Ejemplo,
Zero defect performance is neither economically nor practically realizable. Zero rated
exento de IVA.
describes goods or services on which the buyer pays no value-added tax.
Ejemplo,
Zero rated products and services include basic groceries and prescription drugs. Zone pricing,
Fijación geográfica de precios.
strategy of setting selling prices according to the geographic area, zone, in which the product will be sold.
Ejemplo,
In zone pricing, prices increase as shipping distances increase.